Just posting a couple things out here, guys. All right. Polo, what's going on? Thanks for jumping in here. I also posted this to another bigger group, the green room. So let's see who jumps in here and get the thing started here. Pull it up on my phone so I can read you guys' chat. So, all right. What is going on? What is going on? Let me move some of this stuff out of the way here so I can see at least a little bit of the screen. What's going on, guys? Profit coming live from the beautiful garage. So today's video, we're going to talk about the 3-day garage sale that I had. I'll wait till you guys get in here. Let me know who's here. Put it in the comments, and I will read them. You know, my computer's a little bit far away with the garage setup, the garage sale, so I can't really read it from this far, but I do have it on my phone going as well. So make sure you guys get your questions or let me know that you're here into the chat, and we can go ahead and get started with those. So hopefully you guys are all doing really well. Polo, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Yeah, what's going on? So I'm doing pretty good. Another day, another dollar, as they say. So hopefully you guys are also doing well. So like I said, I want to recap kind of what's going on or what happened in the last couple days with the garage sale over the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I haven't done a whole lot the last couple days, just kind of recovering and working on some loose ends, working on some other stuff to push the business forward as well. So we can get into that, but we got to wait for some more people to show up so we can talk and see what's going on. So Paul, again, I do appreciate you always jumping in here and saying what's up. Make sure you guys hit that like button. That also helps a lot. Also, if you are new and haven't been here before, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That also helps out a lot. It'll get you guys notified. So subscribe and then hit the bell if that's still a thing, and you guys will get notified as well when I go live talking about reselling, whether it's eBay, Amazon, merch, really anything at all in the field of making money outside of a regular 9 to 5. So if you guys are jumping in here, let me know who is here. Go ahead and get something in the comments. Right now, it's kind of going back between a couple people here. So before we get started, I want to see if we can get some more people jumping in so they don't miss what we're going to be talking about today. So Polo, like I said, you're here. I do appreciate that. Hopefully a few people will jump in elsewhere. If you guys do jump in here and I don't see you guys popping up in the chat number, let me know. Let me know if you are here. I was hoping we can get a bunch of people in here discussing today on what's going on. So, like I said, hopefully you guys are doing good. I'm doing good. Garage is still kind of set up like it was before for the sale. I haven't touched it a whole lot. I brought a few things up to a location uptown here where I have a window spot in their store. So I brought a couple things up there, really not that much stuff. So Polo, if you can go ahead if you want to, it's up to you. If you want to share this out, share the video out to any groups or anybody you know to get them in here so we get this started. I don't want to waste anybody's time. So hopefully you guys can help me out and share it out to anyone you can. Get more people in here, and then we'll go ahead and get started as well. I'll share it out 1 or 2 more times here before we get going. I do appreciate you guys at all helping me out. Let me get that, and then I'll share it out a couple more times and see if we get some more people in here hanging out, discussing some stuff. So let's see. Hopefully they don't take it down live right now. But yeah, if you guys can go ahead and share anything out, that would be super appreciative. I'm going to share out a couple things. See if I get some more people jumping in here. That would be awesome. So I just shared it out, but like I said, I want more people in here hanging out, having a good time. So the more people we can get in here before we get into the topics, that'd be great. You know, we could always try another day, another night if we need to. But it'd be pretty cool if we could just do it today. Let's see. If you guys are jumping in here, make sure you let me know who is here before we go ahead and get into the meat of the video and everything. So I'm just sharing it out to a couple more people online so we can get started and hopefully discuss some cool stuff. So let me go ahead and get this one shared out in here. Let me know who's here. Who is here? All right, there we go. Let me know if you guys can hear me good, if I sound good, all that kind of stuff. Let me know as well. Jennifer, what is going on? Jennifer, we're trying to share out the video to anyone you think that might want to come watch. So if you want to share it out, I would appreciate it, and we can go ahead and get into the video. Right now. Last one. Then we'll just cut it off there and see if we get some people in here. So anyway, how you guys doing? How's everybody? I am doing good. Just trying to get this all good. Jennifer says, it looks good and sounds good. I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know that it sounds good. If anyone else is jumping in here, like I said, get your name or let me know who's in the comments. Say what's up. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. I want to know who's here, who's hanging out, who we're talking to, who's hanging out, all the good stuff. Get something in the chat so I know, or just write in the chat. Hurry up. I want the good stuff. Tell me what you did, what you didn't do, all that kind of stuff. I will take that as well if you want to get that in the chat. Anything at all, go ahead and get there. I want to know who is here so we can hang out. Jennifer, where's Thrift? I do not know. You know, we're busy guy, I'm sure. We're all busy people, so he's probably got some things going on. You know, he'll probably jump in here when he can. I did go ahead and share it in the group, a couple other groups, so hopefully we get some more people jumping in here, hanging out. It's always good to see new people, talk to new people, and all that good stuff. So, but I do have the tally mark of that last day, Jennifer and Polo. I was going to make that video or a live stream on Sunday, but I'm tired. I want to do other stuff, hang out. So yes, a little lazy, but I didn't do it. And yesterday, then, like I said, I went up to the store and did some stuff. And by the time I got back doing dinner and everything, it was a bit too late. But it is what it is, not a big deal. But we are coming today, making this video talking about the total of those 3 days from the 3 days of the garage sale in the middle of winter in Minnesota. Yeah, they definitely are a bit thinned out. I did sell a lot of products. You know, I could turn it around and show you guys here in a minute, but let's see if we can get some more people jumping in here, and then we can go ahead and do that. So I did share it out to a few groups. Like I said, it is a Tuesday. I don't know if people are busy or what. I was hoping we could get a good jump, get a good amount of people in hanging out. So if you guys are jumping in here, like I said, let me know you're here. Say something in the comments. Say what's up, anything, and we'll go ahead and get started here in just a second. But so we're going to be discussing the 3-day garage sale that I had in the middle of winter of Minnesota, selling stuff from pallets that I had purchased. So before we go ahead and do that, make sure you guys share it out. I'm going to share out one or two more times. People must be pretty busy today. I don't know. Maybe it's the time. I was hoping after dinner people would be out and about, but it is what it is. Did you guys share it out? Jennifer, let me know if you went ahead and shared it out to the people, to all the people that you know. So let me go ahead and share this as well. I don't know if I actually did yet, so I don't think so. Live now. Paste. All right. So I went ahead and posted that. Hopefully, some people get in here for sure. So, all right, whatever. So I went ahead and posted that. So, Jennifer, thank you so much for sharing it out. I do appreciate that. How do you find a pallet buddy? That is actually a good question, Jennifer. So I'll tell you how I found mine. So I found mine. There was a local open buy like box kind of store down in the cities, and I was thrifting, all that kind of stuff, and I went to a pawn shop, and it was pretty close to this guy's store, and I was like, huh, what is that? I've never seen that. So I went into his store and saw all his stuff that was open box, really like practically brand new, just open box items. He had like 3DSs, headphones, toys with a little banged up boxes and stuff like that. And so I kind of built up a relationship with him, talked to him, bought a few things, sold a few things, bought a few things, sold a few things. And we talked some more. And then we finally got on the topic of where he got his stuff, how does he get his stuff, so on and so forth. And he actually, I helped him get his Amazon started. So I helped him with labels, figuring out the printers, the settings, what he should ship in, how we should ship it in. Is that box, should he ship that box in that's got a hole in it, stuff like that. So I kind of helped him figure out that kind of stuff with Amazon. And in doing so, I was really just doing it to be nice and helping out because people helped me on the way. And so we finally talked about it, and he finally brought me with him to where he gets his pallet, introduced me to the guys who are selling his pallets, and he helped me buy my first one, stuff like that. And that's how I found mine the first time. And then I forgot all about them because I stopped buying pallets. And recently, someone that was like a couple towns over was having garage sales all the time. And I was going to his garage sales and buying all his inventory up to sell online. And same thing, talk to him, built a relationship, blah, 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 blah. Then he finally gave me the contact information for the person down in the cities. And so then I called him up, we talked, whatever. I drove down and we hit it off, and there we go. That's how I'm buying pallets from that guy direct. So I know you can do some searching online, whether it's just, there's websites and stuff that sell pallets and like all these other ones. I don't know the best way to find local. I would also do some checking on Facebook. I would look up just pallet buying. I would look up sourcing. I would look up anything you can think about that might fit in the box of pallets and stuff of that nature, and see if anything local pulls up. Depends kind of where you live too. I don't know if you live by a big city, little city, any of that stuff. That will also play a factor in it as well. So I looked at Be Cool, etc., but I haven't heard great reviews on them. I haven't really either. I've never personally bought from them. But part of my thing is I really want to see what I'm buying as much as I can. So like for me, the place I buy my pallets from, if I wanted to, I could just tell him I want 5 pallets or whatever, and he would do a shipping quote, and he would get the people that ship them, and then they would get delivered to my residence. But the problem with that is, one, the shipping on that was like $200-300 or whatever it was. I think it was around $300 for like four pallets or so. And then I don't know if it was going to be more for because I don't have like a semi spot or whatever. So it would have been like the lift gate charge and so on and so forth. So that was problem number one. They were going to charge a bunch of money to get them shipped to me. Secondly, he said, hey, when someone orders 4 or 5 pallets, we go ahead and pick 4 or 5 pallets out of all the pallets. We don't have any rhyme or reason to it. We just pick them, put them on a truck, and ship them to you. And I was like, ugh, I didn't really like that either. So by going and picking them out myself, I get an idea of what is going to be on the pallets. I get at least somewhat of an idea. I can kind of peek through a hole here, or I can see what's on top, and that will give me a better idea of what I'm buying. And it saves me money because it's only like, it's time. It's like 2 hours and back or whatever. But with that, I still save a lot because it's only going to be $70 in gas for me down and back instead of $300 for 4 pallets or whatever the case may be. So, you're 25 minutes from Detroit. There's got to be someone, Jennifer, in Detroit, somewhere around that area that's selling pallets for sure. It's just going to depend on how they do it. The person I buy from, really nice guy. We talked a bunch of stuff, and he just lets me buy them a couple at a time if I want to, so on and so forth. And he loads them up in my box truck that I bought, and good to go. Do I have a pallet jack? I do not have a pallet jack. So what happens is I pull into the warehouse, and they have a forklift ramp because my box truck doesn't go high enough to where like the semis go. So he just opens up the big garage door, rolls down the pallets in a forklift, lifts them up right into the truck, and pushes them in. If I buy 2, he can push it all the way to the front, and that's how he does that there. So, I don't have a pallet jack. So when I get home, we open up the big garage door over here, and we just cut the wrap, and we go box by box, or so on and so forth. Plus, since it's winter, depending on how many pallets we buy, we'll kind of go a pallet at a time and sort of as we go. So we'll cut the wrap off one pallet. We'll bring all the boxes in, depending on how much room we have in here, and we'll open them up and sort, and then go to the next one, do the same thing. Also, to remember, you guys, it's winter here, so it gets really freaking cold here in Minnesota. So I have to pretty much unload the stuff into the garage the day I get it, because of the fact that, so you don't necessarily know what you're going to get for one. And with that, you're going to get like lotions, you're going to get random products that freeze, whether it's makeup, lotion, shampoo, all that kind of stuff. And so for me, that stuff can't sit in the truck or it's going to freeze. So it all has to come in that day. So something to think about. Let me catch up on some of these quick. So Polo says, can you go there, pick 3 or 4 pallets you want and have them shipped? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can do that as well. I just figure if I'm already driving all that way, I might as well still save myself like $100 and some dollars, or like $200, because like I said, no matter what you're going to do, for them to ship from their place to mine is going to be at least right around $300 if I buy like 4 pallets, let's say. Like $300, get it shipped here, and then depending on the gate fee and then all that stuff, it just depends. But right around $300, or I can drive down, pick the pallets I want, only pay $70 in gas, and come back. So it's kind of just makes more sense. If I'm going to pick them out and drive down, I might as well take them home with me as well. What's up, John and Pam? How you doing? Thanks for jumping in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It would also help me out. And John and Pam, I was telling everybody to share out this video as much as they can. Get some people in here, whether that's on Facebook, other groups in Facebook, anything like that. Get some people in here hanging out. And if you guys are here and you are new, go ahead and let me know who you are, how you doing, how's your day. Get in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions that I hope I can answer with reselling or eBay, Amazon, pallet buying, anything like that, go ahead and get that in the chat as well. Jennifer says, I found some that are $500 each. Does that sound like a good price? Yeah, Jennifer, it just depends on where they're coming from and what store, and if it's general merchandise, if it's unsorted, if it's all these kind of factors play into it. So one thing that is good to do is obviously check reviews, check Facebook, see what's going on, as much information about the place as you can. It is amazing. Also, going in and just kind of taking a peek and see how they do their work and process. So the place I buy mine are unprocessed in any way. They come off the truck. If they're half pallets, they take 2 halves, make a 1, and they park it until someone buys it. So pretty much that's how it works. And I know that's how it works, at least, for the most part, because I've been there multiple times when they're unloading a truck. So, I'll be there. I'll watch them. The big semi will come in, and they don't mind as long as you're not in their way. You've bought from the people I buy from before. If you want to just hang out and watch the pallets come off, fresh inventory, things like that. And you can watch, ooh, I want that one, or ooh, that one looks kind of good, so on and so forth, and then pick it from there. So, 500 sounds right, depending on the place, the merchandise, if it's returns, if it's only returns, or if it's general merchandise, if it's you don't know, they don't know, so on and so forth. Just make sure you do that research too. Drinking a little coffee, delicious. But otherwise, if there's no other quick questions in there, if you guys want me to answer, I'll kind of go down the line of the days I did at the garage sale and total sales, so on and so forth. And we can get that if there's no other questions in here. I'll wait like 1 minute to read. I'm looking to see if there's any comments going in here. If you guys have anything you want to talk about with pallet buying that I can hopefully answer, because I'm the professional. No, I'm not. I'm not a professional. I just want you guys to know my experience, and if I can help in any way, I want to help. So, any other questions? Anything else? Anything at all? No. Also, you guys, we are trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I'm sure most of you guys are subscribed. Paulo, Jennifer, John, Pam, everybody that's in here. But if you guys can help me out, whether like you guys already have, sharing it out, getting it out to the community to get them subscribing to the channel is super helpful. So if you're jumping in here and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. But if there's no more questions on anything before we go ahead and get started, well, then we might as well go ahead and get started. And if you're jumping in here, get your name, say hello in the chat. Let me know who is here as well. Also, you guys, hit that like button. Help me out here, okay? It does help me out. Helps the algorithm a lot. So we'll give you the rundown. So I live in Minnesota, up north, like 2 hours or so away from like Minneapolis, that area. I live 2 hours north. So it's even colder and worse up here. I live in a small town. My town that I live in does not even have a stoplight. No stoplight at all. We have, no big box stores in the town I live in. No Walmarts, no Targets. The biggest store in town is the Super One. I do have a bigger town that's like about 20 minutes away that does have a Walmart, Target, that kind of stuff. And then another small town with only one stoplight that away, with no big stores in it as well. So I'm kind of in the middle there. But other than that, there's like not a whole lot besides bar after bar after bar after bar where I live. So small town, no stoplight, a bar-filled town, no big box stores in Minnesota in the middle of winter. I had a garage sale this last weekend. And you're like, huh? Garage sale? Yes, I did stream 2 of the days. I did on the channel. I just left the camera up and streamed the garage sale. But I did have it. And it was I didn't do a very good job of putting ads out. I did all the Facebook groups, all that stuff. And I put signs out on most of the main roads. But like I said, it's middle of winter, so you're kind of putting the sign in a snowbank and hoping people see it and come on over. I need to put more signs out next time, and like the 4-way stop, all that stuff, because there's no stoplight, but there's a 4-way stop, and hopefully that'll drive more traffic here. But yeah, that's kind of the thing. Small town, no stoplight, not a ton of advertising. I didn't do it in the paper. just Facebook and some signs, middle of winter in a heated garage. Okay, so I have a big, hopefully it doesn't turn on during this, but I do have a big heater up in this corner. So obviously I kept the doors shut. There's a heated garage. So that's the only way you can do that really in Minnesota in the middle of winter, having a garage sale. So kind of think of that, keep that in mind while we're discussing the sales and stuff. It's also after Christmas, so people aren't in a huge rush to buy, but they will if the prices are good. So let me know if you guys got all that. Middle of winter in Minnesota, heated garage, so it's a little bit a different entry. You know, you shut doors. There's a sign, but shut doors. But you know, it's kind of weird for people to come into your house with or the garage with the doors closed. Not a ton of advertising, and I don't know if I touched on everything else, but that's kind of the scenario. So let me know if you have any questions, anything before we go ahead and move on. If you guys are just jumping in here and you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell. Hopefully you guys will do that. Also get something in the comments. I know you guys are here. I would appreciate that for sure. Let me make sure you guys didn't get any comments in here. And if you did, hurry up, or you're thinking about it, get one in here. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you sales for day 1, day 2, and day 3. My small town, no stoplight, middle winter, Minnesota. Anybody? I don't see one. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to, hold on. This chair I'm sitting on getting me all flustered a little bit. It's a nice chair, but it kind of rides, you know what I'm saying? But, all right, so day number 1. So here in Minnesota, it always seems like, you know, because I love garage sales. I go do them all the time. Our garage sales start on Thursday. Now, I said this before, and people in like Texas and other places are like, what do you mean they start on Thursday? No, they start on Thursday here. We've had, you know, a lot of garage sales even start on Wednesday in Minnesota. So our garage sales start on Thursday, normally Thursday to Saturday, sometimes to Sunday. It just depends, but it's normally always Thursday. So on a Thursday, the weather was okay. It was snowing a bit here, but not really that bad. The weekend before, we did have a bad snowstorm. So if you guys do know how much I did that first day from the stream before this, don't answer it. I would love you guys to guess just to see how much you think I did on that first day. Go ahead and get that in the comments real quick. If you want to guess, I'll give you about a minute to guess what I did in sales that first day. And this is all sales from pallet stuff, you guys. I had purchased a few pallets. I shipped in a lot of merchandise to like Amazon, and I did some on eBay. But the rest was all here at the garage sale. So guess guess. How much do you think I did in that first day, middle of winter, Minnesota, small town, so on and so forth? I'd love to know your guess. Will do hit the like button and share. Thank you, John and Pam. I do appreciate that. So I'm not seeing too many guesses in here, but I'll go ahead and let you know. So the very first day of the garage sale, we did in sales $403. Okay. Now I know some of you guys are like, that's it. But you gotta that's why I want a preference with where I live, the small town, all that kind of stuff. That's why. Jennifer's like, I already know the answers. You do. You know the answers to the test. You've been studying. I appreciate that. But if anyone is new here and they did not catch those other streams, I just want to recap everything so we're all on the same page. So the first day was $403. Sold quite a bit of stuff. It was a lot of the lower end, cheaper stuff, you know, lotion, shampoo, dollar kids toys, kitchen items, $3, $4, $5, blah, 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 blah. The list goes on and on. But clothes too were decent this time around as well. So the first one, Jennifer says candles. Yeah, all my candles are gone. They were over here, but they gone. I told you they would go quick. I mean, I had a really good price on them, only like $2 a piece when they were regularly like $14, but I wanted them gone. They're heavy, Get them out of here. I don't want them no more. I want them to sell, get my money back, make some money, and move on. So $403 on that first day. So not a bad day overall with the snow and the small town. So, all right. Day number 2, you guys are primed and ready. If you know the answer, don't answer. But if you don't know the answer, how much do you think I did on day 2 of the garage sale? Okay. So day 1 was 403. And day 2, you guys are guessing. Unless you already know the answer, then don't guess. If you already know the answer, make sure you hit that like button. That'll help, and subscribe if you are new. I'll wait a second to see if you guys want to get a guess in here on what I did in sales on day 2. Let me know. I'm going to do a little spin here. Or try to. I'm back. All right. Mike says 350. No, not 350. Not 350, Mike. Anybody else? Anybody else got a guess? If you got a guess, go ahead and get it in there. One more terrible spin, and then I'll tell you. All right, so day number 2, we beat day 1 by a teeny tiny bit. On day 2, we did $406 in total sales. So we beat the day 1 by $3. Woo, woo. But if you think about it, day 1 is normally the biggest hype and excitement. For the most part, it's also when you have the most stuff. So to follow up that second day with, 406, that was also really, really nice. And yeah, that went really well. It was kind of like one of these, every day was kind of like a roller coaster, but day 2, I think it was really slow. There was long stretches with nobody. We would have like 7, 8 people in here at once buying, handing me $1 here, handing me $5, all this stuff. And then all of a sudden everyone bought stuff, left. We're like, woo, we did good. And then all of a sudden it was like an hour and a half later before someone showed up. So it was really like, you know what I mean? It was one of those things. So also keep that in mind. If you guys are thinking about having a garage sale, or, whether you live in Minnesota or there's winter or whatever, just know you're going to have the ups and downs with people stopping by in time. So it's something you actually want to consider ahead of time, because for some people, like for me, I knew it was coming, I was prepared for it, but some people, they just get so drained from the crazy excitement, all this stuff going, all these people buying all this stuff, and then all of a sudden there's nobody for an hour, and there's just like, they're just dead because they're excited down. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you guys have plenty of coffee and other energy drinks or anything, especially if you're going to do a garage sale in the winter in Minnesota in a small town. I was going a little bit crazy in here. I was doing laps and circles because there's nothing else to do. And I was live streaming, so I didn't want to completely leave and just leave you guys with nothing. So make sure you got a book, make sure you got a tablet, make sure you're watching and reading, or doing something to keep yourself entertained for the ups and downs with a garage sale. Super important. So Jonathan, did you sell a lot? Yeah, I sold a lot of stuff, guys. Lots and lots of stuff. It may look like I still have a lot, and in some cases I kind of do, but in a lot of other cases I don't. A lot of bins you guys can't see down here were just plump full of stuff that are now gone. It's all gone. So I can kind of show you as we go around here in a minute how empty those bins are. Like this one that was over here was completely full. This health and beauty one was completely full. The one over next to it had quite a bit of stuff. The one in the back had a bunch of throw blankets. Just throw blankets and this and that blanket and all that kind of stuff. And then all sold pretty much. I had a lady come in, and I had probably I think there was 6 throw blankets in there that I was asking $5 a piece for. Brand new, really nice. I think their retail was 12 to 15, somewhere around there. And for me, I wanted to move them quick, so I threw $5 on them, and she bought all 6 of them. Well, all $5 ones, and there was a $10 one that I told her I'd give her for $7, and she's like, great, now I don't need to buy anything for it was like some work thing, some Christmas thing, or I don't know what she said. It was some work party. She's like, good, I'm done with that. Everyone's getting a blanket. So that was kind of nice, but she pretty much cleared out that whole section and bought all of those. So that was pretty cool. John and Pam says $200 for the first day. The first day was $403. The second day was $406. All right, so that takes us to day number 3. Okay, the third day, when a lot of stuff had already sold and all that stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, what you guys think I did in sales on that day. Day number 3, so Saturday. Let me know what you guys think. I haven't told any of you guys, so you guys should be guessing if you're here watching this video. Come on, type, or write, or poke the screen, whatever you got to do. Get a guess in here. Jennifer says $637. Who else? What else we got in here? Jennifer, guess. John and Pam, you got to guess. Mike, if you're still here, you got to guess. Polo, if you're available, you got to guess. Come on, get some guessing going. Also, make sure you guys, are you hitting that like button? I feel like I need some more hitting of the like button. It does help out for sure. But yeah, we still got a lot of good stuff to sell. That's the crazy part, is like I have a lot of expensive items left to sell. Yeah, so there's a lot of really nice, good items I still have to sell. Like I got a Sonicare toothbrush behind me, or behind you guys, I should say, right back here. I got a Jedi Challenge thing to sell. I got JBL headphones. I got a JBL speaker, another JBL pair of headphones. You know, there's Keurig here. I got a hoverboard, a kid's hoverboard over there. I got a bunch of different toys. I got Frozen basket sets. I got brand new comforter sets. I got kid ones. I got king, queen, full. You name it, I got it, pretty much. Some sheets, some more blankets, all kinds of stuff that I have to still sell, and there's still a ton of stuff I have to sell, and for good money. So John and Pam says 300. Jennifer says plus the items that you sent into Amazon or the Semi. Correct. Yeah, that is the other kind of crazy thing to think about, is like I sent in a ton of stuff on Amazon, and I actually have more I have to send in. I'll probably end up sending in like the JBL like this that you guys saw in the thumbnail. This came off the pallet as well, one of the pallets. It's brand new, but it's not, because it's not in the wrapper and stuff like that. But it is brand new, still in its package, still in its wrapper, everything. So this sells for like I think it was like $160 or something like that, used, I believe. Whether I put it on Amazon or eBay is going to be the thing. I'll probably put it on Amazon because I'll get more for it. I think the used price is around $160, and like their new price is crazy high. But that will go on Amazon for $100 and some bucks. I'll probably get $130, $140 after selling it and fees. So there's like that. There's more speakers. There's more toys and a few other things that are still going to go to Amazon, and I'll be making money on it from that way. And then, like I said, a lot of other stuff that will sell either the next garage sale, or, I'll put on Facebook Marketplace, or we'll go down a little bit on the next sale and hopefully sell it then. So, all right. So it looks like you guys got most of your guesses in here. Jennifer said 637. John and Pam said 300. So the final day, day number 3, I actually beat both day 1 and day 2. I did $441 in sales in day number 2. So bringing the grand total for all 3 days was $1,250 total in sales on just 3 days of a garage sale in the middle of winter in Minnesota. Was a tiny town, no stoplight, nothing. Okay, so overall, really good. Okay, really good 3 days when you think about it and you add everything together with, like I said, the weather, winter, random person's indoor garage sale where you got to walk through the door, so on and so forth. And just overall, still a lot to sell. So I'm pumped about it. And it was pretty awesome. You guys, like I said, I still have a ton of stuff to sell for sure. So, so what is the ROI on pallets? So Jennifer, it's a little bit harder because when you throw Amazon in there as well, so one thing that if you guys have ever sold on Amazon or do sell on Amazon, there's this funny thing you got to keep in mind is, so when I send products in to Amazon through like Inventory Lab, they give you your projected profit of that item, of those items, right? So it'll say like your total sales value, what you should get after all your fees and crap, right? If you put in your cost per item. So, but if you've been on Amazon and sell on Amazon enough, especially if you have a repricer or anything like that, those numbers are not correct, sort of, because things always go up and down, competing for buy boxes, all that kind of stuff. So, and like I said, I still have a ton of stuff to sell, plus, other things at the store and other stuff. So it's really hard to like come down to, but for sure, 100%, there's going to, I think I paid, what did I pay? So I bought 4 and then I bought a couple before. I think I paid $3,500 total for 4, 5, 6, like 7 pallets. Okay. So I paid like $3,500 for those pallets. And so just alone in this garage sale and what I sent to Amazon, like I've already profited money. And then still everything else to sell. So, so it's kind of one of those things. You got to see once everything does sell, but that's ballpark. If everything were to sell here, let's say, I got that another 1,000 or 2 probably profit right around there is what I would say, just to be like safe about it. At least probably right around there. But it is going to be a lot of hard work still, a lot of wheeling and dealing, still putting stuff in store, still having another garage, still selling stuff on Amazon. So it's going to take time. It's kind of a snowball effect especially with pallets. You got to do as best you can to pick out the good pallets, right? Because here's the thing. I bought 3 pallets before these 4, and they were not that good at all. I probably will break even if I were to just consider those 3 pallets. Probably about break even, but it's going to take some time to get my money back on those. But the 4 I bought after that, the ones that I had most of the stuff here for the garage sale, that was really good money makers. But it's kind of like you're going to make a bunch of money back to pay yourself for the pallets. And then you think about the $1,500 you spent on the other 3, and that money has to shift basically to pay off those. And then once that's done, everything after that is profit. So it's like a snowball effect. You buy, you sell, you pay off, you profit, you reinvest, you profit, pay off, reinvest. So it's like kind of this snowball effect where things that take longer to sell will finally sell eventually, and then you'll get that money back to flip to the next one. And then, so it's kind of like this snowball. You're trying to get all your money back plus some, and then reinvest the money that you made, and then just continuous the snowball effect to, more profit or whatever. So, have I ever bought a storage unit? Jennifer asked. I have not. I did go to a storage auction last summer, and nothing really caught my eye. Really, I'm not. Especially where I live, it's a lot of like mechanical stuff. Like there was a pallet with like a snowmobile or 2 in it, stuff like that. But I don't know a lot about mechanic work, and a lot of times they're going to need work. They need certain this or that, And for me to sell it, I just don't know enough about it. But there's a lot of that kind of stuff up where I live. If you knew more, you could do better, but I just don't know enough. And then it's also like storing it, selling it local, so on and so forth. And you got a big like snowmobile or four-wheeler or something that sure I could sell, but I don't know enough about them to feel confident in selling it. And like I said, I like to try to stick to the new stuff as much as possible for Amazon so I can ship it out of here so I'm not holding it. Otherwise, you know, it just helps with selling new stuff because it's not used. People know it's new. You can get better value for it most of the time. So it's just something I haven't done a lot of. I would like to try eventually, but it's kind of like, would you buy a pallet or would you rather buy a storage locker? And for right now, pallets, but I would look into some storage lockers if they're around here. And I would go for fun, whether I bought one or not. It's still fun to go see and what people bid on for sure. So, yeah, I do live in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, the pallet thing's nice. It's one of those things it's always there. It's always available. Like for now anyway. Who knows? But you know, I can just go down and get some, come back. I can go down and get some, come back. Go down and get some, come back. Like it's not one of those things you're like, I hope there's this place I can buy stuff today. You know, it's one of those things that is kind of fun to do, and it also builds out other avenues as well. It's forced me to learn other stuff. You know, learn local sales better, community based. You know, sometimes you'll get leftover stuff. Like a good example is on the first set of stuff I had bought, I had got a lot of school supplies stuff. So I got a lot of school supply stuff. So one of the things I got a ton of, so I got like a Gaylord pallet, and there's a lot of really good stuff on top that made me go, yes, I'm buying this pallet. But once you got through all the good stuff, the bottom floor of this pallet was purple binders, like the 3-ring binders. And I got probably, I don't know, 100, 150 of them. I don't know. I'm guessing here. A lot of those purple binders. Now, I sold a couple of them at the first garage sale. Not this one, the one I had before Christmas. I probably sold like 5 maybe. And I was doing like, what was it? I think it was 2 for $1 or something on them just because I had so many of them. And I think I sold like 5. So now you kind of go like, what the heck are you going to do with those? I could hold on to them, but they take up a ton of space. One whole big bin that's going to go under the table that I'm hopeful to get 50 cents a piece on or whatever. And there's just so many of them. Or you could do something nice in your community. And so what I'm going to do with those is I'm probably going to take them up to the local high school and just give it to them as a donation, saying like, hey, anybody that needs stuff, any kids that need binders, do you guys take this stuff, so on and so forth. And they can take it and they can actually put it to use. And it frees up my space, helps the community, helps kids out. And overall, it just ends up being better because if I take up a lot of space, that's something, you know, I can't put other merchandise in there that, you know, is going to make me more than 50 cents a time, and it's going to take forever. So also consider that when you're buying stuff, when you're either donating it back or, you know, find a place that has a better direct use for it. Sometimes when people donate back to certain Goodwills and certain things, it might not benefit the community as good as going direct to like a school or Toys for Kids or any of those things. Keep in mind when you're, you know, getting rid of other stuff. So, but yeah. So yeah. So for the total 3 days, $1,250 plus everything that I sent into Amazon as well. So pretty good overall. I thought about having another sale this weekend just for the fact that it's Super Bowl weekend. I still have a lot of stuff. People are going to be out and about prepping for the Super Bowl on Sunday. So I thought about it. I still haven't quite decided yet. I don't know if I want to go down to the cities and either look at pallets to get more, if I want to go just a regular thrifting trip for fun, because I haven't done one of those in a while. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out as we go. But if you guys have some questions about anything, get them into the chat. Get them down here in the comments. Let me know how, if there's anything you guys want to discuss, go ahead and get that into the chat as well, and I'll try to answer any questions you guys have. But yeah, so pretty. Do you advertise on Facebook, Marketplace, Craigslist? So I did a lot of the posts on all the local groups around the area on Facebook. I did not do Craigslist, which I don't know why, because I'm a dumb head. And then Marketplace and Facebook, yes, I did. Craigslist, I did not, which I should have. Dumb me. And then I also should do the little paper here in town. They do a 20. Well, I only found this out because a lady from the paper came to buy stuff, and it's 20 words or less for $5 or whatever the ad is. And so I'll probably do that next time to see if that works. Because like I said, we're a up north older town, and certain folks may not have Facebook. I don't know how many people I had come in and they're like, oh, we saw the signs and we had no idea. I was like, oh, I post on Facebook. And a lot of them are like, we don't do Facebook. I'm like, all right then. Well, I'm glad you saw the signs, stuff like that. So yeah, Jennifer, they get it from Craigslist. Yeah, totally knew that. But it is the middle of winter. I don't know how many people are pulling up yard sale treasure map in the winter here. But maybe. But yeah, I do need to put that on Craigslist as well. Yes, I got to make sure I remind myself. Craigslist, Facebook, paper, more signs in the middle at the four-way in the middle of town. I just forgot. I don't know why I forgot to get more signs. I just didn't. I look at mine and I'm in Michigan. Well, all right then. Maybe but you want to go shopping all the time. I got to get the people that want to go shopping all the time, and they're like, what the hell is this? A garage sale in the middle of winter. And get those in here. But yes, I do need to put it on Craigslist, and then it will populate over to yard sale treasure map as well. Anything else? Anything you guys want to discuss? We're already almost to the hour mark. Shows, church sales, and estate sales, not just yard sales. Correct. Yeah. Yep. Anything else you guys want to talk about, discuss? Whether it's Amazon, eBay, Pallets, whatever. But it is cool, and it was fun to do. Like I said, during the winter, kind of crazy. I just can't wait to see what the summer's going to be like with, it's nice weather, especially where I live. It's a it's a touristy destination. There's a lot of biking trails. There's all this other stuff people come up here to travel for and have their cabin up here, people from the cities, all that kind of stuff. So they're always looking for new things for the cabins, games for the cabins, certain little electronics they may have forgot, alarm clock, kids' toys that, to keep their kids entertained if they're not at the lake or whatever. Just overall random stuff that they forgot or they think they need for their cabin and stuff like that. So that is going to be fun to see as well. No problem, Jennifer. I appreciate you watching as always. Another thing we're going to try to do this year is going to do some flea markets because, we got the big truck. We'll load them up and try a couple flea markets and see how that goes for fun. And just try a bunch of different things. That's one thing it's been fun doing is just trying different avenues and different ways of selling and making money. So, people say to diversify, and I don't know if they are. I'm trying to do more diversification, whether, Amazon, eBay, Etsy with shirt designs, garage sales, flea markets, things of that nature, and just trying new things. And hopefully I can share those experiences with you guys and you have fun doing that with me as well. But yeah, I think that kind of touches everything. 403, 406, 441, 1250 for the weekend. Lots of stuff still to sell. Lots of work left to do. We'll figure it out as we go. So if there's nothing else, no other comments, I'm going to get out of here and go ahead and do some other stuff. And yeah, I think that covers it. So also, if you guys are if you're not new, down in the description, there's a donation link if you want to donate to the stream. Also, there is a link to the Facebook group. You guys go ahead and click that and request to join that. And I'll go ahead and look at that and then let you join in there. So if everyone is good and there's no other questions, I'm going to get out of here. Yeah. So Jennifer, again, thank you so much for jumping in here, helping out. John and Pam, thank you. Polo, thank you. Mike, thank you. Who else was in here today? John and Pam, Mike, Jennifer, Polo. I think you guys were all the big contributors into the stream. So again, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys. Let's see. I won't see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so the earliest would be Thursday. Feel free to say something in the chat or in the Facebook group if you guys want to do a show or anything like that. We can try to set it up and do it then. But for now, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Pocket Profit out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.